Hi, good Monday evening, everyone. It's time for another thing of the fuck is the fox doing this time around, since, I like to do strange and not usually, normal things on the channel from time to time. Let me also just go and just get the music going so we have something to listen to while we go on a thing together. I don't know. Oh, great googly moogly. I forgot to get rid of the night bot. Hang on tight. Okay, how's that now? That's way too fucking loud. Alright, so as usually, we start things off with me learning how sound balancing works. Check. Still too motherfucking loud. Fine. How about now? Okay, we're just gonna take a look at that. Yippity yak whack whack with a floof. Wait, what? I'm sorry. I'm just now going through. I'm literally going through chat right now after trying to salvage what I can from everything. Oh no, Seth Loftus floof turned. Ew! There he is! There's something wrong about saying and thinking flesh tuber out loud. Ew! Oh my gosh. I was under the camera, but that's okay. Also, hi there, Honker. Quarter point short. Chat is plotting against you. Jeff, when does the chat not plot against me? F shape, he's now... Thank you. They now not floof. Oh yeah, you mean the Lego Death Egg model that I'm gonna build when I finally get a brand new desk? I feel so bad. Waldo gifted me 3 Sonic Lego sets. There's the Master Emerald Shrine. There is the Waldo gifted me 3 Sonic sets. The Master Emerald Shrine with Amy and Knuckles, the Egg Driller from Sonic 2 with Super Sonic and Shadow for some unknown reason, and then your classic Death Egg robot. And I've not been able to build them. They have been literally in purgatory because I just don't have the space for Legos, unfortunately. I've known you for too long, Seth. I trust me, I know, and I will never ever get upset for someone saying he or him, because it's new for everyone, including me. So it's all good. It's all good. Just yep, we're gonna go right there. I'm not gonna get the new sets for next month. I'm gonna be looking at them. Well, Miles will probably be in the background saying, aren't you going to buy it? And I'm just I can't, because I'm going to be responsible. I got to be a responsible fox. And being a responsible fox means not buying things I really don't have the space for. Yet I've got all the space for more plushes, because I will never run out of plush space, even that's also a bold-faced lie. I'm going to go ahead and just get my water started boiling. So, the fuck are we doing? What am I doing? What are we doing? What is anyone doing? Look at that space next to the cage. You mean the fact that I still have a CRT I've got nowhere to put at the moment? Like, once I get rid of this massive box of shit I'm donating, I'm going to invest in a bigger desk. And the bigger desk I should be able to comfortably fit my CRT on top of, and also put some new Lego sets up. Because what you don't see is the fact that that the cage is blocking the GameCube, and the CRT is currently blocking the PS2, the Genesis, and the Master System. So... okay, so... oh, I wanted to do the Echo the Sound Echo, the Dolphin soundtrack, because I thought it would have been nice and calm and collecting, but now I'm just getting waddy all over the fucking place. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing Kuso games later tonight and try to get a commentary recording. I'm happy to send them in the Kuso form. I would say, if you want I would say, ultimately what Bro Central looks for is just, are you passionate? Is it something new? Like, they rarely turn down, like, GMs. So just passionately present what you're trying to do, explain why it's Kuso, and you good. I don't know. I am honestly looking forward to doing being a GM again in Kuso. As I said, I'm trying to do what Liz does. She will... Liz, she does GM one year and then competitor the next year and kind of flips-flop between the two of them. So that's kind of what I want to do. And then, of course, if I am at AGDQ, or if I can actually make it out to SGDQ one year, I plan on also being a Kuso Live GM again, because that's just been stupid amounts of fun. You spill the tea. They're actually North American red fox and dire fur white. No, I'm sorry. I'm just an Arctic floof. I am just an Arctic floofball. Always and forever. Oh, man. So, yeah. Anyway, I figured we would just kind of... am I going to run Aladdin 2 some more? Yeah, I need to... there's a lot of things I want to do and need to get done, and I honestly, like, working on Aladdin 2 some more is definitely on my list of things. I'm also debating about jumping into learning how to speedrun Gabriel Knight 2, because I think more Gabriel Knight 2 speedruns and showing off more of hot gay werewolf stories to the world is needed right now. Yes, I did. The Arctic Foxy that was posted Jet Stream was stupid adorable. I love Arctic Foxes so much. As an Arctic Fox, it just makes me wiggle on the inside. All right, cool. So what were we doing? Right. So I recently acquired this. This is basically a Chinese tea kit. Been trying to get into like Chinese tea tastings and like actually like trying out different methods of brewing tea that isn't just boil a tea bag, steep it for 5 minutes, and away you go. This is a very unique way of brewing tea. And this is known as Gongfu Cha, or basically it's just a very special way of brewing tea. Gongfu is kind of an art form, if you will. It's doing something over and over and over again until you are like stupidly good at it. So it's like people have compared this to like a Japanese tea ceremony, and that's not really, there's nothing ceremonious. It's a unique way of brewing tea. And it's kind of like a very fun, like almost traditional Chinese like tea house method of brewing teas, where you can get everyone together, you can pour and serve tea and just kind of talk with friends and whatnot. So I kind of wanted to like show y'all the Gongfu Cha process, kind of go over everything, and then while we're sitting here and I'm drinking tea and kind of explaining like how things are going on, we could just kind of do what we've been doing for the last, 8 minutes, just shooting the shit, talking about fun stuff, Kuso, upcoming games, and all that fun stuff, and just honestly have a very, very, very fun time. So what we are going to be doing today is we are going to be serving this. Chinese tea can come in like many different varieties. It can come in loose leaf tea, which is what a lot of people might be familiar with. There's also tea cakes or tea coins, which is what this is. And all it is basically taking that tea and pressing it into a fine like circular mold that if it was a proper like tea cake, I'd get a tea knife, we would cut into it and like take out the leaves and then brew into the vessel. But when I ordered my Gongfu Cha travel kit, not counting the tea tray, my tea pet, my tongs, the serving, it was basically just this, 3 teacups, and that's that. I'll kind of go over what everything is as we're going through it. But it also came with a lot of different tea coins to try various forms of tea, and I'm really looking forward to it. The one we're going to be drinking today is a Ancient Tree Black Rain tea. This is from a category of teas known as, I want to say this is meant to be a shupur, which is you have, what's the other type of fermented? You have Xingpu, which is more of a natural fermented tea, and then you have a shupur, which is kind of like things that kind of help for the process of, wow, I am blanking as I was saying everything. That's a great sign of things to come. Things are thrown into assist in the fermentation. I'm actually looking forward to this. I've been really enjoying the more fermented teas. Got a really fun like earthy smell to it right now off the bat. Because I really do enjoy like drinking like, you know, a lot of red teas, which is what we in the States is called black tea. So basically black tea in the States is red tea in China. And other portions. So I've got water right now. We are getting to its boil point. But because before I actually start to brew the tea and enjoy the tea, I'm going to also try to rotate this to a better angle. We're actually going to get everything going for us to start enjoying the tea. So the first thing we're going to do is going to wake up the tea set. We want to make sure everything is up to temperature so we're not like pouring hot tea into a cold vessel and it kind of ruins the experience, if you will. So we're going to do an initial waking up process. What are we doing? We're adding our boiling water here into our Gaiwan. This is going to be our main brewing vessel for the tea today. Gaiwan is basically Gai means lid, Wan means bowl, lid bowl. What this vessel is going to be doing, we're going to be doing hot flashes of tea brewing. So once we eventually get everything woken up, we're going to put our tea coin in here, and we're going to be doing very quick steeps of this tea. So instead of like a traditional tea bag where you kind of like set it in boiling water for like 3 to 5 minutes and then pour it, and that's what you get, we're going to be doing multiple tastings of this tea. So it's kind of like doing almost like a wine tasting or a whiskey tasting, where the more we do this in the process, the more steeps we do, the tea is going to evolve throughout the entirety of the tea service. So with the top of my Gaiwan hot, I'm going to go ahead and transfer it into this cup. Now, since it's just for me, I could honestly skip utilizing this, but I kind of like doing this because it lets me actually continue to enjoy the tea and not just oh cool, we're done, and like waste a lot of tea. This is known as a Gongdaobei, or a justice cup. If I were to be serving tea to multiple people and I were going straight from the Gaiwan into the teacups, if I were serving 3 people, first pour to the first person would be a bit on the weaker side. That middle person would probably get like the best strength brew, while the person at the end will get a stronger serving of tea. It's not even across the people I am sharing the tea with. So instead, we're going to take our water and our tea and put it into the justice cup so everyone has the same strength of tea. So ultimately, we're going to brew everything in the Gaiwan. We're going to transfer everything into the Gongdaobei. And then once the Gongdao Bay has been transferred, this is going to be the exact same like level of tea for everybody. And then I'll take it and simply apply it to whoever is drinking with me. And since it's just me by myself and we're just getting things all nice and warm, I'm going to go ahead and give the rest of the water to my tea pet, which in this case is a fox. I have decided to name them Huli, which is uninspiringly Chinese for fox. Now, in the terms of doing Gongfu Cha, there is a wet process and there is a dry serving method, if you will. I'm doing the wet serving because it's fun. It's something that's just cute. Where I've got this tea tray is actually a lid with a large hollow like bamboo box, and all of the hot water and steepings and everything else we do is going to kind of go in here at the end of the service, just so like everything is contained in this area. There is what they know as dry, where everything kind of goes into a giant bowl on the set of the side. So it's really, there's two different ways you can do this, and it's really kind of like up to you how you want to go about this. All right, so now with all of our things heated up, we're going to go ahead and start the brewing process. Because we are using a tea puck, what we're going to be doing is we do need to do an initial rinse of the tea. Because if we were to just start immediately brewing and going from it, the tea is not awoken yet, if you will. It's still very compressed. The leaves haven't had the chance to like soak the water and start, actually brewing and steeping the leaves to create the tea, if you will. So we're going to do an initial rinse to make sure, one, we can get the leaves loosen from the coin, but also so we can actually start enjoying the tea. Like typically when you do these services, you never want to serve or enjoy the first steeping. It's going to be very weak. And we don't want to enjoy weak tea. We want to start like enjoying all the different flavors that the tea has to impart upon us. I can already tell from like an initial smell, I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this. So we put the tea in the vessel. We've kind of done a little thing to have it like kind of like rattle inside and let it like warm up the leaves a bit. Shake them bones, as Sideswipe says. And it's going to get an initial like smell of how the tea is going to hopefully be as we're drinking it. And yeah, now the Echo the Dolphin music is starting to actually sound pretty good. I feel like I'm cursed at this point, because as much as I enjoy the Genesis soundtracks for both Echo 1 and Echo 2, the instrumentals that were used for the CD version of the games is just fits so much better for like the aquatic ambience and the sense of dread and just the openness of the ocean and eventually like the Atlantean and all the other stages with the vortex. I love the CD backed audio. Hey, yo, the Waterworld soundtrack kicks ass. Waterworld on the Super Nintendo, once again, is a questionably bad game in my opinion, but it's not fair that it has, like, the third best OST I have heard on the system. Like, it is honestly criminal how much that OST slaps, and it's in that game. You know, it kicks ass? Blue crabs. They did not have blue crabs on the menu when Miles and I went to Joe's Crab Shack for our pre-anniversary day dinner. I think he ended up getting like, it was like 3 different, like he went for like a crab boil because it was like a good deal and whatnot. I think he got like dungeon crab, maybe king crab, and I think snow or queen. I don't remember the 3 crabs he got. I just know that like I did like a surf and turf where I was able to get like an 8-ounce sirloin and then a I think it was like blue crab legs. No, not blue crab. I think it was snow crab legs. I don't know. It was stupidly good. It was my first time like having like actual like break it your own pace crab. I've never done that before. All right. I've always just done like crab lumps. Oh, this tea's gonna be stupidly good. The weak justice. I'm surprised that's never been like a line in any of the Phoenix Wright games. It's something I could totally see like Fresnesca saying to Phoenix, or like someone mocking Apollo Justice using the term like weak justice and whatnot. I don't know why that's never been a thing. That's kind of surprising, honestly. Oh my god, there's something about that I love a lot. So no, actually having crab was really nice. Was really nice. And yes, I did feel vindicated after all the times the crabs like tortured me in Echo the Dolphin. Actually start steeping and brewing the tea, and with a lot of this we're going to be going immediately into, oh cool, look, we did it, sweet, I put the water up, cool, now it's time to actually pour. Which is great. So with the Gaiwan, there's like multiple points where it's okay for me to touch because it's this lid, everything about it's stupidly hot right now. It's going to be the top of this, the sides, and underneath. The pouring style I'm going for basically has my 2 fingers on that bottom rim with my thumb up top, and we're simply just pouring the tea into our Gong Dao Bei. And at this time, if I were serving this to other people, I would serve to everyone first, and then I would serve myself last. Typically in tea, if we were doing this for like once again multiple steepings, something cool you can do instead of like having to verbally say, you know, thank you over and over and over again, because once again you're going through multiple steepings of the tea. Kind of very similar to like checking in poker or blackjack. You can just like knock the table as a way of just like thank you. And then at this point, we're going to go and enjoy our first steeping. It's going to be kind of similar to like tasting wine, where we're going to slurp the tea, enjoy the taste, and then we're going to also like exhale through the nose, open up those olfactory senses to get like a lot of what the tea's flavor profile can be. There is something, I say earthy, but it's like a warm earthen pit. Like it's just like lying in like a warm meadow is like how it kind of feels as it's like being enjoyed. It's good. I wish I had someone else here to share this with instead of me just sitting here awkwardly sipping tea and talking to you guys. But hey, that's the nature of what we're doing today is going to kind of be. So nah, that's the thing. Miles is not a fan of teas. All tea tastes the same to him. So I will not be calling or sharing this with the Miles. See, I can't also do that because he is currently preoccupied at the moment. So they're like literally there is no one to share this tea with. Also, I'm not gonna lie, Wendy, just the image of Dog Day next to Weak Justice just brings a smile to my face. I don't know why. I can see Dog Day just saying Weak Justice in some weird alternate timeline or something like that. It's great. It's I don't know. Go Smiling Crater stuff. Miles says I'm too obsessive over catnap, which is preposterous just because I was wearing a... It's not! Message of the is Weak Justice. Honestly, I'm down for that. Just because on the 4th, while we were out, I was wearing my catnap shirt with my new catnap collar, and I happened to put a catnap watch face on my, on my Android watch. And just because of the fact I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 catnap plushes and a catnap costume I put together myself doesn't mean anything. Sorry, this is a dumb question, but can the tea making method you're working with any type of tea? I don't see why not. I mean, as long as you've got like loose leaf tea and like proper loose leaf tea, you could probably easily do this. Because basically what it is, this is a 100 milliliter. I'm gonna go and get the water going again for the next steep. This is a 100 milliliter Gaiwan, and you do about 5 grams of tea. And that should last you like several steepings. So like once again, like this is aged tea. But you could take like standard like red tea leaves. Green tea, you want to like brew it at a lower temperature than what I'm doing. But the idea is, once again, it's loose leaf goes in, you put the lid on, you put your tea pitcher up, and then you're immediately just pouring into here. You're not doing like a very elongated steeping process. So I don't see why it wouldn't work with all teas. I've already got like a good idea of like what I've been enjoying from these tea coins that I've got. And definitely the aged teas are stupidly good. I had like one white tea, but I wasn't a big fan of it, to be honest. Now, I don't know if that was because I probably should have, like, as I was doing more and more steeps, maybe I should have steeped it longer. Maybe I could have, like, turned down the temperature a bit. Like, this entire process is all about, like, feeling and learning as you go. Once again, you know, Gongfu is just a method that you've practiced over and over and over again until it is the thing you're really good at. I'll have now our keychains of catnap. I don't have any catnap keychains yet. I don't know. I'm happy that Mob Entertainment is finally bringing Baba Chops to life in plush form. Admittedly, I want the rest of the Nightmare Critters to come too, because yeah, I love Baba, but I really want a Poe. Really want a Poe plush. So if I could get like plushes of Baba, Poe, and admittedly Raby Baby, that is all the Nightmare Critters I could need. Now, if they do an entire like mini plush collection of the Nightmare Critters like they did with the Smiling Critters, absolutely gonna go for it. 10 out of 10. But we don't have that yet, unfortunately. And everything I like about this is, once again, like you can taste the tea changing with each of the pours you do. So this is a very drastic drink from the previous one, and usually like it peaks out about maybe, like I think maybe like steeping 5 is when the tea hits its potential, like its ultimate potential. We'll continue to drink and enjoy this as we go. FC your mess hall. Hey, I've had that unsweetened green tea before. That stuff is legit. That stuff is really good. I don't know. It's, once again, going into the quote-unquote obsessive. I've actually got a catnap tattoo in mind that I kind of want to pull the trigger on. Yes, I did see that they were partnering with McFarlane Toys. It's this arm, right? Yeah. So like, this is the arm. You know, I've got the Mega Man Legends tattoo on. So, you know, with this is the exact same thing that was on Geetz's forehead, you know, the protector unit of Mistress Sarah. So having like the protector unit status on me and a Reaverbot eye is really cool as a Mega Man Legends fan. So I'm happy I've got that ink on me. I've got Tails on like on my back. What I'm thinking of doing is putting Catnap on this arm, have his tail coming down to about here and curling up, and having like Dog Day's collar or Dog Day's sun emblem like on the end of his tail. I think that'd be really cute. I don't get Ito often, but anytime I do see it, I have to go for it. I have to. Ito is such a good like green tea brand from, you know, Japan. Yeah, I like, for me, deep diving into this, I found out there's actually tea conventions, and I think that'd be kind of fun and crazy to go to. I also know that like because I bought this from West China Tea. They are a tea house in Austin that I would love to go visit one day. Actually, meet the person behind it, and like actually get a chance to like drink tea and like in the tea house. That kind of like inspired me to actually try this out. Instead of like and also speaking of like loose leaf stores, I know there's Friday Tea up. I don't remember where Friday Tea is, but she does like video game blends that are actually really good. Like heck, there's even a price you can pay to talk with Friday, and she'll do a custom blend based on like whatever you give them. So the temptation to make a Seth tea has been really real. I don't know. It's also my hope that I'm gonna start traveling with this when I do go to cons. So like at Megaplex, I'm gonna be definitely bringing this with me. When I do AGDQ next year, I will definitely be bringing this with me. Minty and nutty, yeah, I mean, that could work out. Could work out. I definitely think like a herbal mint tea would definitely be good for stuff, like a minty chocolate herbal tea. mean, honestly, tea is just is unique for depending on where it's grown and how it's handled and processed. Like, yeah, you definitely don't go into a tea house saying, "Oh, I'm looking for a tea from X, Y, and Z." But I do think it is actually really cool that that place in Boston is arranged geography, which can definitely make it hard to choose. But like, I know some tea places are really good about doing samples. So you can actually try and see how like the tea could change depending on where it's grown from, because depending on where it's grown, it actually impart different places. How it needs to be brewed. Is it meant to be a bag it yourself and steep it for like 5 minutes? Is it meant? Can you do flash serves like this? Oi. Yes, please. Okay. You can already see, like, yeah, there's still a bit of a puck shape to it, but as we've been doing these steepings, she's actually been, like, breaking up and allowing more water to actually continue doing the brewing process with this tea. And then also, we got a pretty... He is definitely dark now. I got a feeling if not this steeping, the next steeping should be the peak steep of this tea. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. Also, this OST is really nice to listen to while running through the lands of Hyrule. Once again, this is the OST for the Sega CD versions of Echo the Dolphin. Giving a little hourglass through tea so you know when steeping was done, the sand cannot fall fast enough for me. I don't know. I think that means you might honestly enjoy this method of teaing. Because once again, like there are bright sides and downsides to this one. This one is definitely more of a service, if you will. Unlike your traditional teas, like I mentioned before, where it's you just, you bag it, you put it in, hot water, you let it steep, you remove the bag, and then you have an entire mug of tea. While this is more about, like I said, you're flash brewing, you're flash steeping it, and every single way you do it, once again, the tea is changing and evolving as you go through the life of the current tea, which means you may or may not get the same amount, but it evolves as you go. Yeah, you can almost say it's like a sake service, but I know with like a lot of sake pairing, with a lot of sake services, you're not just drinking the sake. They usually bring the sake out to you with some combination of food. So I know Saturday when Miles and I were doing our anniversary at the omakase, I always enjoy doing a sake service with any type of like omakase, because like usually the sake pairs perfectly with every single course you're doing. We had this one sake that just smelled like nothing. It was crystal clear, was odorless, almost like drinking like really high quality vodka. Like you don't feel like you're drinking alcohol. Like it's such a subtle hint from like very clean rice. But man, you paired that sake with the different types of dry aged fish sushi that we were doing, And that sake just magically changed based on the fish we had. Like, the sake was at its highest point when it was paired with like a king salmon and also the otogi, or like fatty tuna. That sake just absorbed all of the fat and the fishiness, and it just changed the flavor drastically than drinking it on its own. And I love seeing shit like that with like sake or different types of pairing. I don't get that a lot from wine, I'll be brutally honest. I don't know, maybe I'm just not doing wine pairings correctly, but like to me, unfortunately, like wine tastes like wine. A red wine tastes like a red wine, a white wine tastes like a white wine. Champagne or sparkling white wine is champagne. I can try pairing it with cheeses and fruits and meats, and it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't do anything for me. Yet I can do the exact same shit with sake, and that like actually changes for me. Okay, so I'm sorry, Jeff. I don't know. I know people that do loose leaf teas, they either just like do them in like a French press. I've seen people like pack their own tea bags with loose leaf. When I've done like long brewing loose leaves, I basically just had like a French press, if you will. Just threw the grounds in there, did the thing, and then just poured it as soon as it was done. Cleanup sucked, but that's here or there. I don't even think we've gotten to the... Like right now, this is track 12, Aqua Vistas. I'm waiting for the 6-minute track, because I'm like, perfect. We found the music that they use for Welcome to the Machine. I mean, honestly, what I'm doing right here, you can do with a French press. Like, as long as you have a brewing vessel and something to serve into to stop the brewing process to then share and distribute equally, your French press can easily be your Guy One or a teapot. Like, there's actually really cute mini teapots for the service of Gongfu Cha. And I've heard from a lot of people that sometimes a clay teapot is better for aged teas, but the thing is, if you do that with a clay teapot, that clay is going to naturally take the essence and the flavoring from the tea that you're brewing. So usually some people have been saying, like, if you're going to use a clay pot, you need to stick with the same type of tea for that pot. Unlike a porcelain container, which is what I'm utilizing, it's not going to absorb anything, which is good for generalized overall brews. So I don't know. I think the more and more I get used to this and I start ordering like actual tea cakes and start going down that rabbit hole, maybe I'll invest in a clay pot. Because like for like show pours, like absolutely you want a clay pot to help like absorb all that funky fermentations that come with those type of teas. So, I don't know. Like I said, Jeff, I plan on bringing this with me to GDQ next year, so I will be more than happy to do a service for you. Hell, I don't know. I definitely think there would be. I think there are some in Kusa that I think would enjoy this. I'd like to do this with you and Rosencha, or see if I can't get Liz and Cat free and do this for them, because I don't know. I think the Kusa people would enjoy this. Okay, this is not the track. I looked over at the timer for this track. I'm like, oh, 6 minutes. Is this it? And I'm listening to him like, no, this is not the machine music. it's funny. I still have the secret code that you get for beating Echo 2 as a saved picture on my phone, because that's still one of my proudest gaming moments, was when, years ago, I finally beat Echo 1 and 2 for the very first time. It's a shame I will never be able to use that secret code for anything, because that hidden password was going to be something for Echo the Dolphin 3. What exactly, we'll never know. I don't know. I can't help but feel like, I don't know, maybe a bonus level or something that, like, ties the two games together, because I mean, at the end of Echo 2, instead of destroying the time machine, like it would have asked of Echo, he just uses it and travels to an unknown period of time. Which my theory would be, we've heard all about the war between the Atlanteans and the Vortex, so instead of going to, like, prehistoric times or, like, the flung-off futures that we had during Echo, that Tides of Time, which, he was the stone that split the stream of time, and had the good future where the flying winged dolphins and the tubes of water that connected all the oceans around the world with the giant man-of-war jellyfish patrolling and securing the... Both futures kind of suck. And then you have, like, the technological overlord theme of the Vortex winning and turning the world into, like, a dump. I want to believe Echo went back to the time of the Atlanteans to see if maybe somehow Echo could, like, help them defeat the Vortex and the Atlantean race would not be wiped from existence, or whatever happened to them that left Atlantis in rumbles, and even from their glyphs saying that they were unable to repel, they were able to, like, repel the invasion for so long until they retreated to space and did their whole, like, feeding once every insert many of years that the Vortex feed on the ocean waters and whatnot. So who knows? Maybe stage 1 of Echo 3 would have been, like, Echo already in the thick of things, while maybe stage 0.5, if you use the hidden password, would have been, like, Echo first arriving in Atlantis, and maybe things aren't going right, and him trying to navigate a crumbling city as it's on the verge of an attack or something like that. I don't know. Or that it could have been, like, a code to, like, unlock some, like, some dolphin power-ups, like, right away at the beginning of the game, but I don't... Ed Onizuma has been so tight-lipped of, like, the original intentions behind Echo 3 that we'll never know. Actually, didn't it recently come out that, like, Echo was going to be making a comeback of some sort, that apparently, like, Ed Onizuma has been rehired by Sega to finally do a new Echo game? Thought I remember reading an article about that, since Sega's in, like, this brand new heyday, like, reviving old series and whatnot. I mean, about to say, because I know the new Shinobi game comes out, what, September or August is when the new Shinobi game drops. Still no ETA on the new JSR or even the new Crazy Taxi game. And then we know for movies down in the pipeline, we've got, what, the Streets of Rage movie and the Outrun movie that they're currently in, like, pre-production phases right now. I don't know. It's a good time to be a Sega fan. I'm still not sure how I feel about the... Let's be real here. The all of, like, the special character DLC for Sonic Crossworlds has basically been Nickelodeon, like, Nickelodeon Racers meets Sonic the Hedgehog. Because what, we're getting, what, SpongeBob and Patrick, we're getting the Turtles, we're getting Avatar characters, like, Oh, yeah, and then there's Steve. I don't know. I think it's really cool to have, like, the Prime characters as, like, quote-unquote DLC. That fits, but, like, if we're doing Crossworlds, if we could at least get some of the other Sega properties back in it again. Like, yeah, we already showed off, you know, Hatsune Miku, and we've shown off, Gojima. Like, it might be a deal with Paramount. I don't know. I just... Bring back Vice. Bring back Beats. Like, we're already doing, like, two other Sega properties per se. Like, let's just, once again, let's jump back into this. Let's bring back some fan favorite characters that people haven't seen in a while. Yeah, money, that's for sure. I don't know. I read a really cute post that someone actually discovered Skies of Arcadia thanks to Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed. And I thought, like, that's really cute that like a kart racer could introduce the world of, like, Skies of Arcadia to someone who's never heard of it before. They play it and it becomes one of their favorite, like, RPGs. Like, that's so fucking cool. Like, let's do more of that. Let's get some of these other Sega things back out there so people can be, you know, excited for Sega's, like, back catalog and shit. I don't know. I'm still a person that just wants to see. Honestly, at this point, I'll just take like a re-release of Skies of Arcadia. It's. I know why I love the game. Between it being just like pure fun of sailing the skies, making new discoveries, there's a real sense of like adventure and swashbuckling action. It just, everything fits so incredibly well. And it has a really damn good battle system. Then you come to realize, oh wait, this is done by the exact same team that gave us Phantasy Star 2 and Phantasy Star 4. And it's like, shit, everything makes sense now. Maybe. I hope so. I don't know. I want to see more Sega. I want to see more Sega. I'd probably let this one stay long. It's probably going to be bitter, but yeah. This brew is bad. It's entirely on me. Ah, there's the music I know and hate. I know in terms of anime movies, I know there are some places are getting screenings of the new Detective Conan movie, which I've heard really good things about. I know that, like, isn't like the Jujutsu Kaisen movie on the horizon soon? Because I think today was the first day that that City of the Animation aired, which I am thankful is finally here. I've wanted something new from the creator of Nichijou for a while, and the first episode did not disappoint. And I think the new Panties and Stocking with Garter Belt comes out, what, in 2 days on the 9th, I think is when the new Panty and Stocking season drops. which I am definitely looking forward to. Like, I know in terms of, like, the trigger animations, like, yeah, my first one, like most people, introduction to trigger was Gurren Lagann. And then I think Panty and Stocking was second for me, because I think I skipped on Kill la Kill. I will say, I think out of all of the trigger animation projects, I'm probably biased shit, but like B&A was really fucking good. Their movie Promare is like my second favorite thing that they've produced. And then yeah, you can't go wrong with either Gurren Lagann or even the original Panty and Stocking. I don't know. I love Trigger. I love Trigger so much. It's a great animation company. Oh, I keep forgetting. Like, Trigger also did Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which was fucking phenomenal. I remember when Edge Runners came out. To me, I thought that did a better justice to the Cyberpunk name than like the original like 1.0 version of the game was. But I've actually been playing. I finally gave the game a try again when like all like the 2.0 updates and all the Phantom Liberty stuff came out, and honestly, I've been really enjoying it. Like they did change it a lot, where I am able to actually play how I wanted to play. The game originally was mostly strictly net running and using like pistols and swords as my oh shit moment. Like, I think my current character builder right now, I have intelligence at like 15 or 16 because I'm doing a lot, and I mean a lot of hacking. I've got a smart pistol for all the smart pistol tech I can do. I've got a revolver in case shit gets really out of hand, and then I've got my katana as all right, cool, I did a terrible job, I'm just gonna slice and dice and fuck everyone else. Along with the mono wire, which is basically just taking your link and I guess burning up a certain section, so it's basically a flippin' fire whip. Golden, I love it. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. It's what I want from Cyberpunk. Like, I think like my technical intelligence is like a 12. My coolness is like a 9. Reflex is a 10. I think the only thing I'm not really leveling up right now is body, because that's never like I never wanted to be a solo. I wanted to be a net runner through and through, and like 1.0 really felt like solo was the only option in the game. And then like with all the improved features, like actually like hacking and stuff actually feels good and is worthwhile. Like, it's really fun to like bust into like a Valentino den and just like picking off people by doing a combination of using memory wipe and then co-slotting in like synaptic synapse burnout or any other like dot things just to fry people. And because I've got memory wipe on them, the enemy netrunner can't put a trace on me, so it's just popping them off and then sneaking up and like choking them out. I don't know, I've got a really fun like stealth hacking build going, and it makes me so happy. Like, I know for, like, the quote-unquote backstories, I went corpo. Because I wanted to stick true to the NPC I created as my GM insert when I ran a 2020 campaign. Where it was predominantly a net running build. But the dude was... You could tell he spent most of his days just plugged into the net in, like, an ice bath constantly. Like, I had like an Enoto Sendai deck with like a lot of really good like top tier ice and black ice. I gave him a beam katana and a revolver as like his backup weapon. But the dude was also constantly strug out on like some of the more intense drugs that like the black market dealers would offer, because the whole idea behind the guy was just he was just a super burnt out like black market net runner that if you needed to like break into someone's servers, this guy was gonna get the job done. Don't mind if you look strung out all the time, but that's the only way you can cope with like going back and forth between the reality and the net world constantly. Just had lots of stupid fun with that concept. And so I really wanted to make sure I could bring that to life with V, just minus the black market drug aspect. If there was ever a game that like did a complete 180 for me from like originally playing it and like playing it again, it's Cyberpunk has been that game for me. Seth, a coal fox? Nah. All right, listen. I'm reaching the end of my water, which means the surf is probably about to be... The service is about to come to a close. Yeah, because that's kind of what happened with me. Like, I got it at launch. Really, like, I was kind of enjoying it, but because, like, net running I felt was very much not a thing, and I felt like I was forced to be guns blazing the entire time, it kind of turned me off, because that's not what I wanted out of the game, and that might be partially my fault for jumping into it only being a person who played, like, the original tabletop game and did a full campaign on the tabletop. Because all I was seeing around me, and it's like, oh, these guys are solos. Oh, there's a techie. Oh, okay, like, Silverhand's the only rocker boy in sight. Are there no other rocker boys? Oh, I guess I'm gonna do soloing. Maybe I could do, nope, okay, hacking's very inefficient. Okay, I guess it wasn't what I wanted. Like, there were no media, like, all of, like, the character classes I was used to, just there was no representation. And it kind of irked me. And, yeah, but, like, actually, you know, playing through it again, like, hacking's been viable. I've been able to do more of, like, a pistol and sword build along with my hacking. I'm really enjoying the story. I'm seeing more characteristics being fleshed out. The gangs are a really nice touch. I love the Voodoo Boys because their entire thing is basically just net running and like ice breaking and whatnot, and it's so cool. Oh, the story's been a lot of fun. Like, maybe if I would have gotten further in the story when I initially played it, I might have stuck around longer. But because the story wasn't really getting me at the time, it just wasn't working out for me. But now that, like, you know, now that the gameplay is quote unquote better for me, if you will, I'm now getting into like the really good story shit, and it's just, oh, it's so good. What is not going to get me in trouble? Granted, we're basically done, but we'll just have something to continue listening to. You know what? Yeah, why not? I think when I'm done playing through... Oh no, Morby got a... I can't do that. Then I'm going to get a copyright strike from Twitch, and then I'll be considered a bad fox, and I don't want to be a bad fox. I want to be a good fox and not get, like, copyright strikes and shit on my channel. That would... whatever. I'll fix it later. That would suck. Honestly, I think when I'm done playing Cyberpunk, Miles is honestly right. I need to get back to playing Yakuza 7 because I don't know. I was enjoying 7, and then it just felt like the combat just was taking way too long, and it just wasn't satisfying the same itch that like the normal Yakuza games were hitting me with. But I think when I'm done with Cyberpunk, I think I might go back and like actually beat 7 and give my final opinion before I decide to like jump on like 8 and stuff. Listen, there is no need for that. I can't even do that. I can't do that in this. If me showing off my ankles could be against TOS, do you really think a jacket's going to be A-okay in the eyes of Twitch and the overlords that respect us? I think Papa Bezos would get pissed with me. It's Todd? Wait, what? No, it's... No, it's not. That's when someone sends me a Photoshop version of terms of service that says, straight jackets are A-okay. There is actually a Etsy artist that I got. I'm not wearing it right now, but I do have a wrist, like a wristband that's the same thing as Roxas's from Kingdom Hearts. They actually have a lot of really cool like Kingdom Hearts and like Final Fantasy stuff in their shop, but one of them is like legitimate like Squall's jacket, but in like a hoodie form. And I've been very, very close to purchasing it. I mean, the last things I've gotten on Etsy recently were the catnap collar and then the necklace I'm currently wearing are the last things I recently bought. All right, legit, how much water do I got left in here? Definitely not enough. Okay, well, one last final smell to the tea. And then we basically begin the cleanup process, which all it's going to be is me just rinsing everything off in water. I got a tea towel especially for this. Basically just clean everything off. Like, it's great. Don't really need soap and water or any of that fun stuff. So...
Yeah, that is the beginning of the stream. Yay, we did something new and unique and different.